Good day, everyone. I'm Mike Jello Rivera, a first year student of Tarlac State University, College of Engineering and Technology. For today's video, we will create a 2D model using AutoCAD version 2022. Okay, let's start on creating our first circle. To activate the circle command, we can press capital letter C and enter, then specify the center point and input capital letter D for the diameter and add 60, which is the unit. It seems that our object in, needs to be moved a little bit. And to move the object, we will press M and enter, and you can move or drag the object. Now let's proceed to the rectangle. Click the rectangle command, specify corner point, input D for the dimensions, 8 for the length, and 4 for the width. And then click the object, input M, and drag the object to the desired area where we want to put the object. Next, we will click the trim command on the modify tools and we will select the parts that we want to remove. Then let's zoom it out. Now we will create another circle. We just press C on the keyboard and enter, click the center point and press D for the diameter and put 90 units. Next, we will change the line by layer and make it center. Click the circle and go to the line by layer and click center. Also change the color into red and input or press MO to see the properties and change the line into 30. Now let's create another circle on the top quadrant with a radius of 5 units. Click the object and click the polar array command. Click the center point and change the number of items into 8 and close the array. Next, let's create another circle with a radius of 120 units. Now check the polar tracking if it is on 1530 4560. Then press L to activate the line command. Go to the center point and specify next point on the of the line, and it must be 165-degree angle from the center point. And then let's create another line, and it must be 105 degrees angle and enter. I will create now another circle with a radius of 75 units. and add another circle with a radius of 130 units. And next is, let's press EX to extend the line. While the extend command is activated, press shift and choose the part you want to trim. I will trim this part, this part, this part, and this part, and then press enter. I will select the line, then input A to erase the selected objects. Next step is to input F and enter to activate fillet command. Input R for the radius and put 25 units. Again, press F and put 25 units for the radius and use it into the other side of the object. Activate again fillet command with a radius of 10 units for the remaining sides of the object. Next, click the line command, go to the center point, and create a vertical line across the object. And after that, we will also create another line horizontally crossing also the object. After creating these two lines, I will click the circle in red and then input MA to activate the match prop command and select the two lines. Now we will select the object and input MI to activate mirror command and go to the center point and drag the line upward to create a mirror of the first object and press no so that the first object will remain. Now I will create another circle, press letter C and enter, go to the center point and input 300 units. Now I will make a line with 30-degree angle from the center point and enter. And then now I will activate the circle command, go to the center point and input 115 units. Next, I will trim some excess parts, select the remaining arc and erase. Again, I will click the red circle and match it to the remaining arc and the line that I created. Now I will create another circle in this intersection and put 15 units. Select the circle and click the polar array command. I will change the number of items into 7. Also click the direction and close the array. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . 。 . . 。 . . 。 。 . . 。 . . 。 。 . . 。 。 . . 。 . 。 . . 。 .
。
Now I will add another circle with a radius of 360 units. On the quadrant on the top of that circle, I will create a small circle with a radius of 20 units. Press TR to trim some excess parts, and then click the remaining part and click polar array and click the center. Change the item into 18 and then close array. After doing this, I will activate the trim command so that I will trim some excess parts of the model. Now we are almost done, but I will add some design on our model. So I will create a line with 10 degrees angle and another line with 30 degrees angle. After making these lines, I will trim some unnecessary parts and erase the remaining part of the lines that I made. Next, I will click the remaining lines and click the polar array command and I will change the item into 4, then close array. Then let's trim some parts to complete our model. Now that I'm done with my 2D model, I will zoom it out to see the whole model. To see the object clearly, I will press Z to zoom the whole object. And I will just select the whole object. To make this 2D model a full screen, I will just press Ctrl plus 0. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and God bless everyone.